Bear.
Oh, right.
That needed fuel. Oh, it smells good.
They're plastic. That's about it. Come on, let's go flying. Okay, good.
Hey, and welcome to another Ben Weeks Bonanza pilot video. Sorry I've been AWOL for a little while here. I've been pretty busy with school. Me and my wife going to medical school right now, but we've had quite a few developments with the airplanes in the old Bonanza family. So today in particular, we were doing a lot of work on the newest addition to our fleet, which is a 1953 D35 Bonanza. Just 3 weeks ago, it was in pieces, as you can see, and we actually got the wings put back on, got all the control surfaces hooked up and everything over the last about 3 weeks, and did some running on it. I think 2 weeks after we acquired it, we already had it put back together and operational. And today we finally had we had to strip the Ruddervators. They had corrosion all over them. It was a disaster. In fact, here's a little bit of some clips from when me and my dad were messing with the Ruddervators. Hey, some of it's coming out. So what are you doing?
Getting rid of mud daubers.
Is this an acid bath or is this just a pond full of muddy water?
I'm not sure what I'm doing. The seaweed protects it.
See the bubbles coming out of there? Alright, before and after. No crumblies. The pond submersion trick worked.
Tell it now.
No, go ahead. We're right next to a Ruddervator. It's topical.
Well, from what I've seen, I really think if you stripped a Ruddervator sometime in your life, they ought to make you an honorary A&P. And if you've done 2 Ruddervators, it probably ought to also give you the AI. So that's my opinion.
Yeah. We decided to strip the paint completely off the Ruddervators and take the filiform corrosion off. And we're just leaving the Ruddervator stripped for now, and we're coating them with Bow Shield T9, which is an anti-corrosive. And we've done that on my dad's airplane here. And so we got the Ruddervators back on, and then that allowed us to actually do some high-speed taxi tests. That you have to pull back on the control wheel with these airplanes when you're doing off short field stuff. It gets the weight off the nose. Otherwise, if you're doing high power stuff, moving fast, you're just putting a lot of punishment on the nose wheel. So with the Ruddervators back on, we were able to actually do some high-speed running. And just to see how it felt, we actually found out that the Ruddervators had been a little bit out of adjustment. Once we fixed up all the control rods and got them the correct length, we went ahead and did some runs, and it went okay. We had Marble Mixture Oiled the entire cylinder, just filling up each cylinder with Marble Mixture Oil, and then working the prop back and forth. That worked the Marble Mixture Oil past the piston, past the rings into the engine case, because we were having pretty low compressions. We were hoping that Marble Mixture Oil has some solvents in it, and that would actually break down some of the carbon and stuff that had probably froze up some of the piston rings. You've got 4 rings, 3 or 4 rings, depending on your piston, inside your cylinder. And if those get frozen up, they're supposed to expand and seal right up against the cylinder wall, and that keeps the oil from getting past the pistons into your combustion chamber. Well, if those get stuck, then you have a bunch of oil getting past. You also end up with low compressions. So we did some more Mr. Oil, and I don't know if it made any difference. The compression test actually didn't change much after we had ran it after the Marl Mr. Oil, but it did make quite a smoke show when we started it up, as you'll see. You like a hot compression test? I mean, whatever. I still say you're not gonna, if you have 50 or better, then you run it 10 hours and see where you're at. That's what I would do. Of course, my solution is always to fly more. So those pilots who actually fly.
If it catches on fire, shut it down immediately, because I'm going in with the truck still spinning. Fuel might be off.
It was off. I put it in the left. It was just, it takes a little bit for this to pick up fuel for some reason. All right, clear prop. Couldn't have flooded it. It probably doesn't have fuel. Where?
Oh, right.
That needed fuel. Oh, it smells good. There. So now the next objective, really, we have everything put together. We've gone through all the ADs, we've done the gear swing, we've done the compression test. So all we have left now is just get the annual done, which we're aiming for hopefully next weekend. And then this airplane could fly barely more than a month after we got it, when it wasn't even put together. So pretty exciting. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.